everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you what's on my iPhone 11. Most of these apps are school related because I am a college student, and a lot of the other apps are just related to productivity because I use my phone mostly for productive reasons. So hopefully this video will help you determine which apps you should get either for school or just if you want to be productive. Let's get started. So like I said, I have the iPhone 11. This is what my phone looks like. As you can see, it's got a blackish gray case that's actually clear. But my actual phone is the purple version. I also have this little Easter egg shell sticker that I never took off after Easter. My background is just a bunch of flowers. I think they're daisies, but I chose this because we weren't going out much when spring began and I just wanted it to feel more like spring. And then when I unlock my phone, the main background is also, I think these are cherry blossoms. I'm not really sure, sorry. But again, I just wanted to feel like it was spring, which is why I chose this. So I should probably change this soon, but I like these two backgrounds for now. As you can see, all of my apps are in folders because I like to be organized even when it comes to my phone. I do have, someone commented on my video, sorry. I do have a lot of notifications that I don't really check, which is one thing that bothers me, but I get notifications all the time and it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. The first folder is my daily folder. So things that I need to check daily. I'm not gonna lie, I don't check every single thing daily in this folder. Most of them I do. So the first one is Gmail. Next is music. I like listening to music in the shower, so that's why that's there. Then I have YouTube, which I watch every single day. Then I have a second a day. Then I have the countdown app. This was supposed to be for when I graduated, but we're not having a graduation anymore, which sucks, but it's okay. Then I have Instagram and word of the day, which I would like to check every day, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't check this every day. If you're wondering how I got the titles of my folders to have a different font, I just went into Safari and looked up fonts, copy and paste, and then the first link that you see, you can type anything in, and then you'll see a bunch of different fonts that you can choose from. So then you can cut or copy whatever and hold down an app and then edit home screen, and then you can just paste it. The next folder is called Lou. I really can't explain why, but they just basically have games or more entertaining things. So I have Webtoon on here, which I rarely ever use, but one of my friends is making a Webtoon, which I'm so excited to see her whole comic come together, which is why I basically have this app. Then I have Airport Scanner 2, which used to be one of my favorite games ever. Then I have Minecraft. I know, I don't know why I have that. Then I have Toilet Time, Heads Up, Cookie Run, Netflix, and Duolingo. On Duolingo, I'm trying to learn German right now, and it's actually a ton of fun. I feel like Duolingo makes it a lot more fun to learn a language than it would be in a class. The next folder is food, and I have Starbucks here. The Vitamix app, which basically just has a bunch of recipes if you have Vitamix, and it connects to the scale that you can buy with the Vitamix. So, love that app. I use it a lot to make smoothies, like different types of smoothies. Then I have Andy's, Chipotle, and Domino's. The next app is my shopping app. As you can see, it's the most full folder out of the ones that I've shown you so far. I think this is the most full folder, maybe except for education on my entire phone. I've got App Store because I know it's like not technically shopping, but you can buy things on there, so I just put it in there. Target, Jewelosco, AliExpress, Free Stuff Finder. I love her app. You should definitely download. There's so many things that I've gotten for free from this, like photos and then samples, and some of the samples have been actually quite useful, so totally recommend that app. AMC Theaters, which I haven't used a lot in the past like 4 months or ever since quarantine began. Amazon, which I have been using more since quarantine began. Hollister, which is literally my favorite brand ever. Then I have a local libraries app. Ulta, Ibotta. Checkout 51, never used that app. I don't know why I have it. Unidays, which is an app that gives you a bunch of student discounts if you're a student in high school or college, I'm pretty sure. I have Drop, which is another rewards app, just like Ibotta and Checkout 51, I'm pretty sure. I had the American Airlines app because I needed to use that once when I went on a plane. Uber, Shopkick, which is the app that I use the most to get credits whenever I buy stuff. And I've actually gotten a ton of gift cards from this app. Then I have Zara, Forever 21, Best Buy, and T-Mobile Tuesday. The next folder that I have is called Unnecessary because all of the apps in here are very unnecessary. So I'm not even going to talk about them. I'm just going to let you guys see what I have in this folder. The next folder is called Navigate. It has Google Maps, and Find My. I use Find My more than I should need to, especially because I'm staying home all the time, but I can't tell you how many times I've lost my phone inside my home, so that's come in handy a lot. The next folder is my education folder. So this is another folder that I have a lot of apps in and that I used to go to a lot when I was in school. I have Google Classroom, Drive, Translate, Voice Memos. Voice Memos is in here because I really enjoyed recording my teachers' lectures, I guess, in high school, especially my AP Chemistry teachers, because like AP Chemistry was one of the hardest subjects that I've ever taken, and so it was really nice to be able to go back and listen to the lectures that he gave us and take notes in my own time, and that definitely helped me improve my grade a lot. Next, I have Notes, Quizlet, which I'm sure you guys have all heard of, Docs, Slides, Sheets, OneNote, which if you haven't seen my How to Take Notes on Your iPad for Free video, I talk a lot about OneNote in that. Pages, Keynote, Files, Edpuzzle, which I used once because my Spanish teacher wanted us to do something on Edpuzzle. Google Calendar, Guitar Tune-Up. This is an education because I consider learning how to play the guitar educational, I guess. My Student Life, Pocket Points, which is something that gives you points for either going to class or staying off of your phone while you're working at home. And then from those points, your teachers might give you the opportunity to like drop your lowest score, as it says on here, an assignment redo, just stuff like that. Then I have Symbol Lab, and I use this app so much when I was in Calc last year. Symbol Lab is by far the best like website/app to solve math problems because it actually gives you like a breakdown of how to solve each problem. PhotoMath I don't like as much, it's more for simple problems. Then I have MCAT flashcards, haven't looked at that yet because I'm not even in undergrad yet. And this NSCL Med Summer thing that I wanted to do a couple of years ago, but I still don't want to delete it because I might want to do it in the future. The next folder is my phone folder. So this has all of the apps that I use to communicate. Again, I've been using these a lot more because of quarantine. So this has FaceTime, WhatsApp, Messages, Contacts, GroupMe, Snapchat, House Party, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, and Discord. Oops, didn't mean to open that. I don't really use Discord as much. I'm just on there because, actually, let me just open it. Medkinza, she's a YouTuber. She made a group chat, and so I wanted to join that, and that's literally the only reason why I have Discord on my phone. Next, I have Photo. That's the name of the folder. It has Camera, Photos, Google Photos. Google Photos is literally a lifesaver. I've put so many of my photos onto Google Photos, and my phone literally has like 100 photos maybe now. So it's really helpful if you want to save storage on your phone. Then I have Cam Scanner, again, a very helpful app that I used a lot in high school whenever I wanted to scan something and send it over to my teachers, or if I wanted to scan a worksheet and then do it on my iPad because that's just what was more handy for me, I guess. Then I use Cam Scanner. Retouch, which is a photo editing app. You can take out like background. So if there's someone in your picture that you don't want there, you can just edit their face out from the background. Facetune 2, which I don't really use because you have to pay for most of the features, but it's nice to have sometimes. Then in the health folder, I literally only have one app, and that's because I'm not much of a worker outer, I don't know. I don't like working out as much. I really like eating healthy and kind of taking care of my internals rather than like externally working out and stuff, if that makes sense. So I just have Just Dance. Then I have Photo and Video, which just has my YouTube kind of stuff. So I have YouTube Studio, iMovie, which I don't really edit my videos on here, but it's still nice to have. Then I have Fonto. Again, don't really use it on here. My CWRU folder. Haven't really used any of these apps yet because I'm not in college yet, but I'm probably going to use all of these apps in college because they're specifically for my college. And then on the bottom, I have Phone. This home security system app. I don't know if I should say the name of it just for like my safety. Then I have Safari, and finally I have GoodNotes. I love having GoodNotes on my phone because I can see my notes from my iPad on my phone. And it's really helpful in class if I'm trying to just quickly skim through my notes before a quiz or a test. that's mainly what I used it on my phone for anyway, because you can't really write on here with your finger as easily as you would on an iPad. And that is all that's on my phone. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and watching it. If you watched it till the end, I'm really grateful for that. Also, if you did find it helpful or if you enjoyed watching it in general, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more college related content soon, just as soon as back to school season starts.